What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This has been a very highly requested video, so I figured let's do it. Now is the time. A lot of you have been asking me to do a Canva tutorial. So this is going to be like a Canva tutorial for beginners. There is a lot, and I mean a lot, you can do with Canva. And I've been using Canva for years now, and that's how I do the majority of all of my real estate posts on Instagram, my YouTube thumbnails, my Facebook posts, and I actually even made my YouTube intro thing in the beginning of this video in Canva as well. So there's just a lot you can do with Canva, but I'm going to show you guys basically the basics of how I structure my Instagram posts and just a little bit of the different features Canva has. I have the pro version of Canva, which I highly recommend having, and I'll show you specifically the main reason why I even got the pro version. But there is a free version, which is awesome, and I used that for years before I even decided to get the pro version, so it's not necessary to get the pro version. I believe it's only like, I want to say maybe $15. Honestly, I don't even know how much it is. I know it's cheap. I know it's not very costly whatsoever to have the pro version of Canva, but I will show you basically what you can do with the free version, and then I'll show you a little bit of what you can do with the pro version as well too if you're interested in getting the pro versions. So basically what I'm going to do is just do a screen share of my computer with you guys and just show you how I'm just going to do basically a full post. So I'm just going to show you one of my Instagram posts and how I structure it color wise, and we're just going to go all into it. Alright, so right now I'm just logged into my Canva account, and well, basically when you log in you come to this first screen, and at the top it has a few of the templates that you can use. You also have a search bar up here as well too. This is where I'll search for if I'm doing a YouTube thumbnail, my weekly newsletters that I send out to my leads and clients every Sunday, if I was doing a postcard, and you can really just type in anything. If you were doing like a Facebook post, you can type in that. And basically what this will do is just pull up a template of the exact dimensions of whatever it is that you're posting, whether it to be Instagram, Facebook, YouTube thumbnail, anything like that. That way you don't have to kind of toggle around with it and make it fit when you actually post it in the platform that you're using, which I think is super beneficial and will save you a lot of time. So the most common one that I use would be the Instagram post or the Instagram story, and then the YouTube thumbnail as well too. Now when you scroll down, you can go into all of your saved designs. So this is all of my designs that I do. There is quite a lot because like I said, I've used Canva for a very, very long time. But you can kind of see that the theme or the color scheme that I went with was blues, just because our brokerage and team logo is the teal and dark blue color, which they're my favorite colors, so I love how I can use those colors for my posts. And I'll put a little screen share of my Instagram as well too, and you can kind of see how on Instagram it just looks very aesthetically pleasing when you actually have a theme going along with your platform. So Facebook's a little bit different, but for some reason Instagram, I like everything to be color coordinated and just look aesthetically pleasing. So let's just kind of jump into doing a full post. So I think what I'm going to do is just show you guys a post that I have done before and just mimic it and show you how I do it step by step. We'll jump into this day in the life. This was my last video that I've done, so I'm going to jump into this one and I'm going to show you kind of how I went about making this post right here. So how I basically got this format was when I went to my search bar and I typed in YouTube thumbnail, and then this popped up for me for the dimensions. And let's start from the beginning. So I'm going to go over some of the icons for you guys real quick. So you have templates right here. So the templates will pull up the different templates for whatever type of post you're in. So since I'm in YouTube thumbnails, this will pull up anything that will fit a YouTube thumbnail template. So for this one, I actually found this template right here because I loved this little box. I thought that was pretty cool. So we're going to start off with that. But then you have uploads. Uploads, you can just put in any types of pictures that you get from anywhere. So this is from pictures that I get from MLS for the houses that I go into contract with, because I do my posts for under contract or just listed posts and stuff like that. pictures of me, obviously, when I'm doing my YouTube thumbnails, and just all different types of just pictures that I want to use. I have my brokerage and team logo here that I put on every single one of my posts, and there's just all different types of pictures. Whatever you want, you can put in there. They also come with a lot of stock photos as well too, and some of them just depend if you can use them, whether or not you have the pro version, but they do come with a lot of free pictures that you're able to use as well too. You can tell them I used quite a few of them, and I'll just look through those to see if there's something in there that I want to use. But you can also search as well. So if you wanted, like, for instance, for this computer one, like if I wanted a computer, I'll just type in computer, enter, and it comes up with like all different types of templates and photos that you can use. Like this one would be great if you wanted to pretend that there was like something on a computer screen you want to make a post about. I'm just telling you guys, there's just a lot you can do with Canva. And then you have elements as well too. These are just, you can look in my recently used here. I use quite a bit of elements. You have some animation stickers that you can use as well too. And you also have in elements frames. So if you wanted to make a picture into one of these frames, you just drag and drop a picture into there, which is pretty cool. And then you just have stickers, animated stickers. If you want to put pictures side by side, you have grids, and just a lot of different types of things that you can use in there. And self-explanatory, you have text, and you also have little text templates you can use too. You can change the names of these when you drag them into the project that you're working on or the post that you're working on. Styles, I don't specifically use styles that much just because my color scheme goes by my brokerage colors. However, if you're just starting off with your YouTube channel or starting off with your Instagram, you can choose any of these styles. That way you can kind of have like a color coordinated type of feel to it. But I already have mine, so I don't really use any of these, but these would be great for you to start off with. Audio, obviously self-explanatory. You just have audio you can put behind any of your posts as well too. Video, I've done a couple of videos on Instagram, but these are just really good templates to use. Again, I'll type in real estate, and some real estate ones will pop up, and you can put text on top of it. And then backgrounds, this is if you just didn't want like a plain natural background. This is probably where this background right here came from, probably one of these templates, or you can also find it on the web and then drop it into your uploads as well too. And that way you can use that for your background. So yeah, so there's a lot of backgrounds you can choose from. I don't usually use backgrounds that much because I just like plain colors because I'm plain, but they do have a lot that you can choose from. So to get back into the post, we are going to mimic this post right here. So basically, first what I'm going to do is delete the background because I don't want those waves back there. And I'm going to change this text to a day in the life. So I have a day in the life, and then underneath I have realtor edition. So I'm going to go to my text. I am going to, so these right here, you choose headline, subheading, or body text. This just for some reason just gives you like a baseline of like the sizing, but I just typed in the middle one and put in realtor edition. So now to change the font or the size, you just highlight it, and then your font boxes are right here. Scroll down, and then you have a lot of fonts that you can choose from. Anything with this little crown is for pro users, and then anything else is all for the free version. So they do have quite a bit that are the free version. So let me see, what font was this? So if I just click it, it'll tell me the font. So that was the font there. So I'm going to click this, and there it is. And then I think I italicized it, so I'm going to click this, and then done. So that is done right there. So now to get these two pictures right here and right here, I'm going to go to my uploads, and then this was a picture that I took on my phone, and then I just emailed it to myself, and then just drag and dropped it from my email right into this upload screen, and then it automatically downloads. And then I'm just going to click the body of this and then click my picture. So now what I'm going to do is move the picture around to where I want it, and then if you pull from the sides you can make it bigger, and then boom, I think that's exactly how I did it. Now you can obviously see that the picture is not behind this text block that I needed to. So what we're going to do is click position, and we're going to go click to back. Now that's going to send anything that's forward all the way to the back of the picture, and then everything else is going to move forward. So now we can see that this is in front of my picture. So then the other side is this picture right here. This I actually got from Photos, and I'm going to X this out, and I think if I just go to recently used, it should come up right here. So I just typed in, I think I just typed in work, and this came up. So I'm going to click that, and once you click it, it just goes right into Canva, right into the screen that you're working on. And then drag and drop, make it big, and then I'm going to click it again into the back. So now these two are to the back of the page. It's a little off, but I'm going to move it a little bit more. We'll make it even. Okay, so there's that. So now for these two lines that I have in the middle, we're going to go to elements, and then we're going to go to lines, and then I believe it's these lines right here. So if you click this little swivel thing right here, you can make it so it is just up and down, and it'll tell you when it's 90 degrees. And then you can just move it to wherever you want it. And then you can also make it thicker if you want to. So line weight, you can make it really thick, make it really thin. You can really do anything you want with it. I'm just going to keep it semi-thin, I guess. And then you can also make it a straight line, dotted line, anything you really want. And then the more simple way to do it, rather than going through all that again, is if you just click it, and then Control-C, Control-V will copy and paste, and then you have the exact same line that you just did. So this isn't really identical, but you get the gist. So if I just, so now obviously I want both of these lines to go behind my main text block right here. So you're going to do the same thing. So you're going to click both, if I can. And then you're going to click position, and then to back. And there you have it. Both of those are to the back. So very simple, very easy. This was a very simple and easy post to do. So like I said, it's going to be a beginner's type of lesson, but that's okay. So now basically what you would do once you're finished with your design, you would go to download, and then download as PNG, which is what I always use because it's the higher quality image. And then download, and then it will download, and then what I do is just either email it to myself or post it wherever you need to post it. If it's Facebook, Instagram, and whatnot. So now we can go back and I'll show you another thing you can do. So now we're going to start off the post, a just listed post. Now this is going to be an Instagram post. So what I'm going to do is click Instagram post. So I'll pull up a block of the exact dimensions of an Instagram post, and we are going to go to photos. I'm sorry, we're going to go to uploads, and we're going to choose a photo. So I'm going to scroll down to one of my already sold properties. What we're going to do is do it as if it is a just listed property. So you can see I dropped in a lot of photos that I've used in the past. So we're going to do this one right here. So if you move the picture around, it will tell you exactly when you are in the middle. So once you have the two solid lines as an X right there, that's when you know your picture is perfectly positioned in the middle of the box. So we're going to do that. And then what I like to do is go to elements. I am going to choose this square. We can edit it to make it however we want it to be. I'm gonna go like that. And then, so a key tip on what I do to get the colors that I want is I'll go back into my uploads and I will upload my brokerage logo. And I'll put that down in the corner. So now what happens is that when I click this box and I wanted to get it as to one of these colors, when I go to this little color block right here, it will show me colors that are already within this photo. So it'll pull colors from this photo, it pulls the colors, the exact colors from my logo, so that way everything can match perfectly. So I'm gonna choose this one right here. I'm gonna make it a little smaller. I think it's a little too big. I'm gonna go like that. All right, perfect. So now I want to make this a little, I want to change the transparency on this because I want the background picture to kind of pop out into this little text block right here. Not too much, but just a little bit so it's not so bold. And to do that, you're gonna go to this little gradient thing right here. It says transparency. And then you can toggle this little shifter to however transparent you want it. So I'm gonna do about that. All right, so once I change the transparency on that, I'm going to add text into it. So I'm gonna click the text box. I'm gonna click this one. I'm gonna put just listed. And then I'm gonna move it into that text, just like that. I'm gonna change the color, maybe white. And then I'm gonna change the font to, takes me a little bit to find what font I want to use. I'm gonna make it a little bigger, and then we're gonna center it right in the middle. So you see how those little dotted lines came up? So that's how I know it is centered. And then I'm going to add, I'm gonna go back into uploads, and I'm going to go find a picture of me. And I'm gonna show you the one reason why I absolutely love the pro version of Canva. So I'm gonna use this one right here. It was one of the professional photos that we took behind a green screen. I'm gonna size me so I can kind of just fit right in the corner over here. And obviously I wanna get rid of this green in the background. So once it's highlighted, I'm gonna go to Effects, and I'm gonna click Background Remover. Should be working. Yep. So now you're gonna see it working, and then boom, the background's gonna be disappeared. And there we go. Now it's just me. So I'm just in the corner over here, no background. And then, so that's one of the main reasons why I honestly got the pro version, because you cannot remove the background on anything else. Well, you can't remove the background if you don't have the pro version. And obviously, like I had like my Halloween posts over there, and just anything that you want to just have no background to. You want to make it transparent. It's just a good tool that I honestly use all the time, so I thought it was well worth buying the pro version. So now after that, I am going to go back to text, and I'm just going to add in, we'll just go ahead and add in the price. And I'm going to change the font to this again, maybe. Make it bigger. Add it right here. And then I'm going to go back to the colors. And then I can like choose the color that I want. So again, I'm pulling all my colors of like the text and all that from the logo that I have on the picture already. Do another text. Just put the location. I can type. Make that bigger again. Move it down here. And then I'm gonna make this a darker color. And there you have it, a just listed post, which took me probably like 5 minutes to do. Honestly, it's super quick when I'm not explaining it. Obviously, it takes me like seconds to make these posts. Obviously, like I said, this is just like a very basic Canva tutorial. There's just honestly a lot that you can do, but the basics of just making Instagram posts and Facebook posts, Canva is literally the way to go. So I hope this Canva tutorial helped you guys out. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me below down in the comments. I answer every single one of you. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you like videos like this. And also find me on Instagram. I love when you guys reach out to me through DMs on Instagram just to chat. So don't ever hesitate to message me. And again, thanks guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.